So with Google Keep, aside from taking photos and typing and dictating notes, you can actually use drawing features within Keep as well. So you can scribble and doodle and check things off the way you would want to. So if I go ahead and I jump to my browser here for a second, and I'm about to take a note up at the top, I'm going to come across that list and realize, oh, there's a marker looking, paintbrush looking thing there that says new note with drawing. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And I get this little canvas coming up, basically, with an eraser tool, a pen tool, some markers and highlighters, and it looks like even some grid type options if I were to, yep, grids, dots if I needed them, ruler lined if I wanted to write on them. But I'll say none for right now. I don't need a funky background to mess me up. And I have this little sort of full screeny type button that if I were to click, it's going to make it nice and large to make it just easier for me to go ahead and do some drawing on. So if I grab that, pick a pen size, color if I want to, or get crazy. I can now start doodling, basically, or drawing things, or tic-tac-toe, whatever we want to do with our pen tool here, and just sort of scribble all over our note. When I'm done, I can hit the back, and it adds it to the top of my note. So I still have a title. This is a drawing, and I can still add text to talk about this doodle. There we go. Close that. And of course, over on the phone, I have similar options over here as well. So I'm seeing both that note is sitting there. That's great. I'm seeing a little pencil looking icon down near the bottom here. So I can tap that same guy and bring up a similar sort of note. The three dots are going to give me the option to delete it or show that grid again. And I do have the same tools at the bottom for doing my markers and highlighters and stuff. So I'm going to go with what I've got and just use it now to go ahead and use my finger. I'm using my right finger and I'm a lefty. I don't know what I'm thinking here, but I can doodle and scribble and do lots of cool things with it that way. And then just hit the little back arrow, scroll, and I've got a new drawing here. Hit the little back, and now I've got both of those drawings added to my keep notes here. Now, one thing I can do actually is use these same marker tools, these same drawing tools, on top of some photos if I wanted to. So if I'm going to take a new photo here, what am I going to take a photo of? Hit my little plus and take photo. There we go. Picture up on the wall. There we go. So I've got my new photo. I'm going to say use that photo. But then what I can do is actually tap on the photo. And when I do, it's going to slide open and give me access to this little brush at the top that I can tap on. So now I've got that same pen tool again. And maybe that line, let's see, can I, little dot. And that can be my fish that she just caught. And if I'm done, I can hit back and I can give it a title. I don't know, my first fish. And of course that's showing up on my browser as well. So I can click on the browser, and if I double click on that image, I get that pen tool again, so I can edit the drawing. There we go. And if I wanted to, let's see, I can use my eraser, maybe fix this up a little bit if I didn't like how that had worked out. Oh, get it. Grab my pen, and I can be more precise. So it's like here, I can do it this way. It's a much bigger fish now. There, she's caught the biggest fish ever. And I can hit the little back arrow and close that. And so I can use these sort of just hand drawing tools, whether it's my mouse or my finger, and I can sort of add those elements to whatever images and things that I want to here in my keep notes. So it's just a handy way to add that little freestyle element to what you're doing. So you could just take a picture of, say, even student work, and then use your hand with the drawing tool to kind of mark up that work in this fashion, and then add some additional notes maybe down at the bottom. Maybe bring that into a document later if you've taken a bunch of notes, one for each of your different students' work. Go into Docs and start dragging those notes all into one document, possibly, if that's what you were aiming for. So lots of options there that you can do with Google Keep, and utilizing that nice little handwriting tool, basically, that allows you to just draw freehand on whatever kind of thing you want.